welcome back to Cuddy's bookshelf. In today's video I'm going to be telling you about a reading challenge I've set myself. I first saw this idea on TikTok. So I feel like I'm down with the kids. Not really, but still. And the general premise of it is, I think they wrap up books and then they number them one to how many they've wrapped, and they put the numbers on a piece of paper, put them in the jar, pull out a number. That's the book they have to read. I'm doing it a little bit different. So I've pulled some books off my shelves, wrapped them all in the same paper, not a clue which ones are which. But I'm thinking I will either just randomly pick one, or I will get my husband to pick one for me, just random, because he doesn't have a clue what I've wrapped. So there, and it's all books that I've had on my shelf for like a while, or I want to get to, but know when you have choice and you just don't know what to pick, so it sort of not puts you in a slump, but you need that oomph to like a TBR to narrow it down when you've got a lot of books that you still need to read. So I've wrapped them all in this jazzy animal paper that's from the Natural History Museum, because as you could tell I am quite obsessed with that place. And there, like I said, there is a mix. So we've got fantasy, there's thrillers, there's some manga, there's is there graphic novels in here? I suppose we'll find out. But yeah, that's a goal for 2030. So I've got them all on my reading cart trolley thing, and there's quite a few to get through. But I thought if I'm ever in a pickle of don't know what to read, I'll pick one off, and that's the book that I'll read. As I was saying, I could do like a set TBR for certain amount of books, like ones like pre-orders and stuff that I've got, because I don't want to limit myself to, because I do like quite a free range, because I do change my reading taste like week by week, never mind month by month. So it would be good to have these as a backup for times when I don't know what to read and I'm just delaying because I don't know which one to pick up next, and I want to pick them all up. So I'm just like, no, focus. So this is going to be good to fall back on there. But I was thinking like I could maybe like set a reading goal with the amount of books I read every month, and just not what books I'm going to read. So, because I do want to get through some series this year as well. That's another goal of mine. While we're speaking of goals, because I have read Brandon Sanderson's Elantris, but I'm yet to read anything else from Brandy Sandy. But I really liked Elantris, and I'm very, very much looking forward to starting the oh my god, Mistborn trilogy. Why did that go out of my head? The Mistborn trilogy, because the last one in the trilogy, obviously everybody knows is the best ending to a book ever, and I'm like, I need to know. Like, not only the book lover in me, but the nosiness in me, I need to know. So I do want to try and get through some of my series this year, and I tend to get through them better if I binge them. So like so far this year, like I said on my previous video, I've been reading the Millennium Rule, the 4 books in the Millennium Rule by Trudy Canavan. So I am on the last one now, the 4th one. Yay me. But I'm not loving it, like I said last time. But then I would have read all of Trudy Canavan's works, so like that's a big goal, like knocked off already, and I'm only in January, so yay for 2023. But there is like, and then there's books that I've bought that I am yet to read, and but they're in like certain genres, so maybe I could do like a themed video around it. So there's a lot of like Greek mythology retellings and that lot, because I find myself buying them but not reading the retellings as much as the actual text. So I've read like the Odyssey and the Iliad and stuff, but I've read Circe. Loved that book so much. And I've read like Ariadne, but there's a lot more that I need to read, and I can't wait to read. I keep looking over there because that's where they are. So yeah, my reading, I have got a lot of pre-ordered for the year, but I want to try and make the physical books that I've got that I haven't read yet, I want to get those down, narrow them down, so like when someone comes into my library, I have read quite a lot of my books in my library, to be fair, but there's just like chunker ones like Brandy Sandy and stuff that I haven't, and there is a few classics that I want to, because I've been loving reading classics at the minute. I've just reread Pride and Prejudice and Mr. Darcy. So there is plenty of books that I need to read physically in my library, because I want it to be where like people can come in and I can be like, that one's really good, you know. You can't bury it. No, really, I'm joking. Well, I'm not. Worst thing, right? I'm going on a tangent now. Is, do you ever borrow out books and they either come back in a mess to what you borrowed them out in, or they just don't come back at all? And you're like, suppose I'll buy that one again then, shall I? So yeah, that's why. Does anyone else have a problem with borrowing books out? There's certain people that I know look after them, and like even if they borrow them for a long time, I know I'm gonna get them back. But then there's others that's just like monsters. They're just monsters. Give me nightmares. But anyway, yes. So reading challenge. Unwrap presents. Because who doesn't love to unwrap books constantly? My volunteer's tribute. And while I've got you here though, because I was talking about manga and stuff, has anybody read the Dan manga? I know it's like new out, like I don't know how long, if it's anime or stuff, but I seen it, pre-ordered it, it came, and it's like really up my street, so I think I'm gonna like it, because it's about a girl called Momo, and she befriends someone that's really into UFOs, and she's just like skeptic, she don't really believe, so they set out to prove each other wrong, and it like goes from there. And I haven't like looked too much in it, because I'd quite like to go into stuff like this with like fresh eyes and my own opinion and stuff. But if you have read this or watched it or whatever, let me know, because I'm quite excited to read it, because you know, who doesn't love aliens and stuff. And the other manga I'm really enjoying at the minute is Romantic Killer, and it's like so pretty because it's all colour, and I just really enjoyed it. It was a pre-order, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. And yeah, and it's about a girl who is obsessed with certain things in life. So she's obsessed with gaming, like snacks and stuff, like chocolate, and her cat. I mean, no, who's not at this point? Change the cat to a dog, and it's me, really. Probably why I like it so much. But they all get taken away from her because she needs to. I think they're trying to make her set more priorities of finding a relationship. Blah blah blah. So they all get taken away from her, and she's like got to figure out her life without these things in them. And I read this one. I know that this is an anime, and I've watched the first, like, to the point of this, where this manga gets to, because I want to read the manga first and then. But yeah, anyone read it? Anyone loving it? I am obsessed. Also, let me know if you do like manga, what is your favourite manga? Mine's Bleach. Read all of them. I'm currently watching rewatching the whole series of Bleach, and then so I can get to the 1,000-Year Blood War, because, you know, we've been waiting for that one for a while, and I'm very excited. But yeah, let me know. I hope you all well. Thank you for coming back and giving me another watch. Please leave any comments about any books that I've mentioned, the challenge, if anyone else is also doing a similar challenge, because I know it's been very popular on TikTok. I just I can't be bothered to write numbers on a piece of paper. I'll just pick one. I can't remember anyway. But yeah, let me know if you're doing anything similar, and I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for watching. I just thought I'd add a little clip in to show you the amount of books we've got going on. So yeah, I'll literally just be picking them off, and because if you think I've got the memory to remember all of these, some of them I also should think it are, if it's like a manga series that I'm yet to start, and I've like got 2 or 3, 4 in the set so far, I've wrapped them up together, so it'll be a challenge to like binge read the whole set, sort of thing. You get me? Because otherwise I'm just gonna read the first one and then procrastinate on the rest. So I'd rather just get them all done and out of the way, and then I can have like a full thoughts on the whole thing. You get me? I'm really over explaining myself, aren't I? I literally could have done this video in 2 minutes. Like, pick a book off, open it, read it. That's the challenge. It's not that hard.